How about watch this, bitches?
Sure.
I'm the only one who's been watching this, bitches. It seems no one's watching anything.
No, I'm watching one of them.
Okay, so we finished up Westworld season 3, the finale. The finale was was on this week. I liked this season. It wasn't a great season, but I understood what was happening. Like, I don't have to go look up like what the hell happened, which is what I've had to do for the last 2 seasons. So in that regard, I appreciated it. But in other ways, I thought it was a little underwhelming. But I did like seeing Aaron Paul. And I don't know. You guys don't watch Westworld, though.
No.
Nope.
And I'm not going to convince you to. The best part about season 3 was that they do a really cool job of showing the future, like in cities like LA. So you get to see what future flying cars, driverless cars look like. Big, riot control robots. It's like something you'd see out of RoboCop. That stuff they did really well. The talking computer stuff, not so much. But overall, I'd say I enjoyed it. We also on HBO, we started watching this movie called Bad Education, which is an HBO-made production. Have you watched it at all, Wombat?
I know the story.
Okay.
Because I remember it happening.
Oh, yeah. It's about a school in Roslyn, a high school in Roslyn.
Which is on Long Island in New York.
Yes. And it was like a really well-performing school. Like they were number 4 or something in the country. That's something. In academics, of course.
Okay.
And not just like horseshoes.
It's one of the top public school districts in the world, probably.
And there was a administrative person stealing money from the. I've only watched half of it because that's how we watch things now, even though it's just a movie. A woman was stealing money, and there's a cover up, and I'm sure some crazy shit goes down, but we've only watched half. It stars Hugh Jackman as the superintendent, and he's really fucking good in it. And so is the woman who plays the
Isn't it Allison Janney?
She's incredible, like unbelievable. So I really recommend Bad Education so far. And you can see some of that Long Island life. And they have some great scenes of the town of Roslyn. The school, they didn't actually shoot it at Roslyn High School, but they did shoot some shit in the town. Also been watching Upload.
Yep, I finished that.
Oh my God. On Amazon.
On Amazon Prime. Yep. I finished that.
Or Prime Video, it's called, actually. It's called Prime Video.
Whatever. Amazon.
Got to get it right. What, CarPlay, Apple Play.
Whatever. Who gives a fuck? I watched it. I finished the season.
Did you enjoy it?
I did.
Oh. Did you cry?
No.
Oh. We've only watched 2 or 3 episodes, but it's really funny.
It's good. Yeah, stick with it. It's worth it to the end.
Yeah, and and that's another show that does a good job of building like a future world. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's like they have, again, with the driverless cars and other things. I don't want to spoil anything, but it's really clever.
It's dystopian, but it's not apocalyptic. Yeah, they do a very good job.
Right. It's not depressing, I don't think.
But it is.
It is, but yeah, it's the perfect mix.
Too depressing for me, or no?
No.
Okay.
No, it's fine.
I would say this though. I think the first episode is the weakest of the episodes.
Okay,
so
good.
you kind of have to muscle through the first one if you don't love it, but it picks up and it's much better once you get past that hump.
Right. I was talking about it on Twitter and saying how much I was enjoying it so far, and Carl Kramer wrote in and said that he thought it was the funniest, smartest satire he's seen in a while. If you liked Community or The Good Place, he would recommend it.
And I recommend all 3 of those things. But I would say, yeah, and they're short. The first episode's 45 minutes, and after that, they're all 30 minutes. So,
have you guys still not checked out The Last Dance?
I'm working. I think we're gonna start watching it.
Okay, I don't even know what that is. Oh, that's the Michael Jordan thing.
Yeah,
got it.
Bulls thing. There's other players.
Whatever. There's no other players.
I think the Rodman parts are gonna be pretty interesting.
You Michael Jordan Rodman?
No, he was pretty interesting. And he was a good player, right, Chip?
He's a Hall of Fame basketball player.
Yes,
of course.
Dennis Rodman was a good basketball player.
So it's not. I'm just saying. You can't just say it's.
He was a really odd good basketball player.
Yes.
Not so much just his personality, but that he was primarily defense and rebounding.
Yep.
So
really
he
focused.
didn't score. Like he hardly ever shot the ball after like the second half of his career.
Right. Why bother? It was smart.
It's really smart when you have Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen and like Steve Kerr on your team. Like those are the guys that should be shooting the ball.
Right. And he's like tough, so people are probably afraid of him and they don't want to like elbow Jordan because they think Rodman will bite their ear off or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it happened.
It's good. It's I think it was through episode 6 this last time. I have a feeling they're starting to get into the depressing part of this, where like the whole Jordan's dad situation and him playing baseball. That I'm guessing that'll be the next episode.
See, I don't know about this stuff too much.
Oh, really?
I know about the gambling.
Yeah, this last episode was a lot about the gambling.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds entertaining.
Turns out that Michael Jordan has so much money that it doesn't really matter if he gambles or not.
I bet. I'm sure he's not going to gamble all of it. He knows how much he has.
Right. It's like, there's part of it where like the NBA investigated him and they're like talking to David Stern and they're like, yeah, we found out like he was like betting like $10,000, but $10,000 to Michael Jordan is like $10 to normal people. So.
And if he starts to run out of money, he can just do another like ad campaign for socks or something.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think he's running out of money anytime.
I don't think so.
Wait, what is there breaking news? What?
I just saw this came across my computer.
How does it come across your computer? You should be focusing on the show.
I am focusing on the show, but how do you not stop when you hear that Queen's Brian May has been hospitalized after ripping his butt muscles?
To shreds while gardening.
To shreds while gardening.
You do have to stretch out your butt muscles.
Yeah.
Your glutes.
Because he ripped them to shreds while gardening.
That's how. What kind of gardening is he doing?
High impact?
How does he garden? Because I feel like you would have to be going up and down very rapidly to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Or he's using those shears really wrong.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Whoa. Oh boy.
Ooh.
All right.
Yeesh.